Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our podcasts where we speak about the importance of the inner health. Yes, inner health, something that will accompany you through all your life. And because it's forever, we've got to think about it really from a very long term. And by this I mean that we should focus also on our kids, not just on the adults. Because the way how you form your inner world, it starts when you are small. It starts what kind of thoughts and opinions you see and you take from your parents. That's why it is so important for every child to grow up in a family where the mother and the father, gives to the kid the best example as they can. That he is growing up or she is growing up in an environment where it's full of love and full of possibilities, and where the limitations are, if possible, very little. Because if you teach kids about limitations, they will start to believe that you are right. Because for a kid, you are something like a god. You are someone who knows everything and they want to copy you. And so it's so much important what kind of example you set for them. And because some of you who are listening today, you are probably grown up as I am, you can now imagine how many mistakes and how many good things your parents did or maybe didn't. And it's not just to blame them, absolutely not. It's just to know that sometimes we've got to fight our small demons from our childhood, even when we are grown up. And it sometimes takes a very big effort, and it takes time. To some, it takes years. Maybe some parents will give you some ideas that you are maybe not worthy, maybe you are not good enough in some way. And because you were small, you believe that. And sometimes you don't believe that you are great, and you still are thinking like you are not good enough, even when you are adult, when you, for example, you finish a university, but you still believe somewhere deep inside yourself that it's not enough. You must do more to just show to the world that you are worthy. So the inner world and the quality of thoughts and feelings is very much and deeply connected to our childhood. So our parents and our teachers and every other people or person, adult, who somehow comes into contact with a kid should be very much attentive, because maybe what they say or show to the small one can really very much influence to how the small person will think about something and how he will judge his own capabilities or the possibilities that the world gives him or her. So it's very much important, and we as adults should be very attentive and do our best to show them that their possibilities are limitless and that they are really capable, and that the only thing that we can do is just to support them and give them some help if they will ask for it. But what I have to point out here, just my observation from today, is that we probably don't give our kids the best example in the way of how much power they have. Because let me tell you what I saw today. But you probably saw that many times as well, but let's share it here now. I saw a father with two small girls, and all of them had the masks. You can tell me, yes, it's normal, you have to wear masks. All right, you have to wear them because you think so, because some politician said so. Okay, but do you really want to teach small kids that they have to wear masks? Do you really want them to believe from this very small age that they have no power over their health? So they have to wear some masks because this is the only solution that they have. This is very, very sad story. If some adult people think that the only help and the only solution they have to protect themselves is to wear masks, then please, they should keep it for themselves and search whether this is really the ultimate solution, because they will probably find out that it is not. They will find out that people and beings are much more capable, and that you can command your health and you can create something like electronic belt around yourself which will protect you, and so you will not need any kind of physical material or stuff to protect you. You can protect yourself if you know how to use your mind in the right way. And this is your possibility. You can use your mind in what way you decide. But at least you have to learn how to use your mind. And this is our mission here. We should teach our kids that they can use their mind and that their possibilities are limitless. And we should teach them all how to do it, how to see the violet flame, and what is it, the electronic belt, and so on and so on. So their possibilities will be limitless, and they will live in the freedom, because they deserve to be free. But what we do is that we tell them that your possibilities are very limited, that the only solution you have is a piece of material, and without this material, which we call masks, you are finished, because without this you are not protected, oh my dear little kid. So you should believe that this piece of nothing is more important than you, and that you are depending on this because this is your only thing that can save you. So do you really want, now this is the philosophical but very much realistic question as well, do we really want to teach our kids that their possibilities are limited and that they are nothing and that they can't really decide because the material is more than their mind? Do we really want to teach them all those boundaries that we've created? Or do you want to teach your kids about the freedom and the endless possibilities that they have? It's really up to you, and it's really up to all the society. We call this society developed, but we are not. We are on the other edge of development. It's freaking when I see the people, how they are using their mind. And what's even worse is to see them, what they are teaching small kids. But of course, none of them is guilty. It's just only sad to watch it. But none of them is guilty, because watching this from the eternal perspective, it's just, a blink of an eye. It's a very short moment in eternity. So it will take only short time, but in our terms of time it can take some lifetime or lifetimes, but it will take only some time until these parents will find out that their mind is limitless and that they are not depending, or they don't need any piece of material. And what's more, these parents will also learn that they don't need to teach those things to their kids. And instead of these, they will teach their kids how to protect themselves by using their own inner power. Because this is the only tool, and this is the only power that has ever protected you and will always be protecting you. So I would advise you to use your inner power, because it's the best weapon that you have and that everyone has. So I hope it was helpful as always. I hope that you see now the differences in society and the differences between being developed and not. And I hope you don't see it in a negative way, because it's not. I hope you see it as possibility for development, as possibility to show people what lays before them, and to help them to open their minds and hearts and eyes to see and experience that they are powerful and that they can use their force and power in whatever way they decide. And that I hope that all of them will find out that they are free and they will enjoy their own freedom, which has always belonged them, but somehow they believe it's not. Thank you again, and hope to see you soon. Have a good day.